What's up, y'all? It's the Baby Whisperer. Back again for an informational video for you and your kids. You ready? Let's hit it. So, the main question that everybody's been asking me is, how do you talk to your teacher? Now, this is going to be very hard for all of you to do because when our child is in someone else's care, we expect them themselves to know what we automatically want. Now, I'm going to give you some very much focal points on what you need to listen to. This is a part of my book. It's called Teacher Language 4.0. Now, Teacher Language 4.0 basically teaches you how to talk to your teachers. We are important parts of your child's life. And I know it's hard for all of us to understand that someone else has our child's best interest in heart. But what I need you to do is understand how to make these people a part of your family. Teachers should be a part of your family. Now, I know our teachers change from year to year to year as our child grow, but that should be a whole big learning lesson for your child. Now, body language versus words. If you look at someone and say, "Hi, how are you?" and you're shaking your head no, you see how I did that? Or, "Oh, you look so cute." You see that? Your body language is the first thing that a teacher reads before you open your mouth. Good morning. You see the difference? No, you don't. Let me explain it to you. When you first see your teacher and when you first are talking to your teacher, the aggression in your voice, the body language that you have, counters the words that come out of your mouth. And the reason why I say they counter the words that come out of your mouth is for this reason. You could be telling the teacher how great you think they are, but they're an asshole. Now, listen, your body language the whole time is telling them you lying. You don't want that conflict to rub off on your child. Now, we are all human. We all have feelings. So sometimes we can't hold, especially when we're in a stressful situation, how we feel about the parent versus the child. There are some of us that have that professionalism. It's not even professionalism, it's experience. Because it takes a lot of experience to separate the borderline. That's the gray area. The only problem that we have is we have a lot of people that are in daycares and in early education and in even elementary, middle, and high schools that they're teachers, but they feel so overwhelmed and they feel so unappreciated that they forget that that line is there. They forget the line is there. Okay? Not saying what they do is important to themselves more than your child, but what I'm saying is that they're people too. Now, how to fix a problem when you had a conflict with a teacher. That's a big part of my book. That's basically a big smidgen of communication. Okay. The next thing I'm going to say is ask, don't demand. Now, there are situations that happen with your child where you have to demand, not ask. You have to know what goes where. If you don't know what goes where, then when you start demanding, period, asking is going to be like, this parent going to come in and demand. So they're going to cut you off. They're not even going to hear you. The only thing they're going to hear is, what's going to keep my boss off my ass? That's the only thing they're going to hear. You don't want your teacher to put you in the category of why we need to listen to them, period. Because something can be going on with your child and you're going to need to know. Now, the reason why I put don't ask, don't demand, ask in front of listening ears is because explanations need to be given for the reason why they took action. This helps the parent. This covers the teacher. If the teacher can explain why something happened, if the teacher can explain to you why this situation is going the way it's going, there is no point of you even coming in with an attitude until you hear an explanation. This does not count with physical accidents. Now, a physical accident is, yes, your child fell over. Yes, your child got bit. That's normal. 2.5, 3. That's normal. Your child has a big bruise on and you're just now getting what's happening. That's not normal. The communication should be, your teacher should be able to tell you something. They're freaking out in their head already. And yes, you're going to freak out, but understand, before you freak out on the teacher, you need to let them explain. Now, This covers you because you're not an irate parent. This covers the teacher because the teacher actually is a teacher. They know what they're doing. They have control over the classroom. If the teacher can explain to you what has happened to your child, then they have no management in the classroom. That's a big red flag for the both of you. Tone is important. Now, me, I'm a New Yorker. I strongly talk. Anything I do. Someone told me I should be I should be one of those people who a professional speech talker. As you can see, no, not gonna happen. However, if your tone comes in as this is what's gonna happen, then that's gonna be a very big problem. Now, if your tone is okay, so this is how this is going to happen. This is what happened. This is how we can fix it. There's a different story for you. I know a lot of you come and you guys are saying, well, I'm in the military, or I'm a police officer, or I'm a teacher myself, or I work in the medical field, or I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon. That's nice. But the person talking to you is still a person. They're not uneducated. They're not less than you. They're still a person. So you still have to use that soft-spoken tone. Communication. Ask, listen, answer. This is something that is going to be a course, and I'm probably going to turn into a kid course, parent course, and a teacher course. Ask, listen, answer. Now, ask, listen, answer changes 3 ways. First you ask, then you listen, then you answer. First you listen, then you ask, then you answer. First you answer, then you listen, then you ask. The formula for that is called the baby whisperer womble. The reason why I put a formula on this communication is because a lot of people don't even know what communication is. Communication is not in your whole time when someone's telling you something, they wrong. That's not communication. That's called confrontation. Because in your head the whole time, they're wrong. Mindset. In the best of your child, in the best of your mind, in the best of your sanity, your mindset has to be, I trust these people and these people know what they're doing. If you do not have that mindset, your child does not need to be in that building. I don't care how old your child is. If you have the mindset that these people are incompetent, why is your child in that building? That makes you incompetent as well. You have to understand that teachers work on one wavelength. They teach, they experience, and they create an atmosphere for your child to want to learn. There are some teachers that do this on rotate mode. Rotate mode means they're exhausted. They feel left behind. They have less resources. They're tired. They're unappreciated. They got angry parents. They got crazy parents. They don't want to hear anything else. Understand that every mindset must be put to the point of the child. The child needs what's best for them. So that's a little bit of snip from how to talk to teachers, is for you to understand what you need to do to have a communication with your teachers. Teachers, I have a thing for you about how to talk to parents. It's hard when you're a teacher or you're a parent because you become the dominant person in that child's space for that amount of time. No one wants to let go of control. Understand that control is not let go. Control is handed off. And when I say that is, if you trust your teacher and the teacher can trust the parent, you put the reins to them, they give them back. Your child is taken care of flawlessly. And when I say flawlessly in the education world means there's always room for 2 or 3 flaws. No one is perfect. No child is perfect. No teacher is perfect. No parent is perfect. Parenting is a circus. Are you kidding me? Teaching is a circus. It's all in the good for the child. Once we understand that, then it's going to be very easy for teachers to understand that they go to work to make a difference. All right, guys, this was a very much complicated yet educational video for how to talk to your teachers. And remember the baby whisperer movement. Every child is teachable. Your child is teachable. No child left behind. It's the Baby Whisperer.